Many Australians are opening their insurance renewal notices and seeing the same thing. Why insurance costs are rising so fast in Australia? The premium has gone up again. Car insurance, private health insurance, home insurance. Sometimes even when you have not made a claim. And that is the frustrating part. You may feel like nothing changed in your own life. Same house, same car, same health fund, same policy. But the price still increased. So what is actually happening? Why does insurance keep getting more expensive in Australia? And why can your premium rise even if you personally did nothing wrong? This video is general education only. It is not insurance advice. It is not financial advice. The goal is to understand the system. Because insurance is not just another bill. Insurance is a pricing system for risk. And when risk becomes more expensive, premiums usually follow. Let's start with the basic idea. Insurance works by pooling risk. Many people pay premiums into a pool. Some people then make claims from that pool. The insurer uses the money coming in to pay claims, operate the business, buy reinsurance, hold capital, and price future risk. So your premium is not only about you. It is also about the wider pool. How many claims are being made? How expensive are those claims? How likely are future claims? How much risk does the insurer think it is carrying? That is why insurance can feel unfair. You may not have made a claim. But if claims across the pool become more expensive, premiums can rise for many people. This is one of the most important points. Your insurance premium can rise even if you personally did nothing wrong. Because insurance is not priced only on your personal history. It is priced on expected risk. And expected risk can change. Now let's look at home insurance. Home insurance has become one of the clearest examples of rising risk costs in Australia. A home insurance premium is not just based on the value of the house. It can also reflect location, rebuilding cost, natural hazard exposure, claims history, insurer risk models, reinsurance costs, and the cost of labor and materials. If building materials become more expensive, rebuilding after a claim becomes more expensive. If labor becomes more expensive, repairs become more expensive. If storms, floods, bushfires or cyclones create large claims, the risk pool becomes more expensive. And if insurers need to buy more expensive reinsurance to protect themselves from major disasters, that cost can flow into premiums. Reinsurance is basically insurance for insurers. An insurer may sell policies to households. But the insurer also needs protection against large losses. If a major flood, cyclone or bushfire causes thousands of claims at once, the insurer needs capital and reinsurance support. When reinsurance becomes more expensive, that can eventually affect the price paid by households. This is why home insurance can rise sharply in some areas. It is not always just about the individual home. It can be about the postcode, the flood risk, the bushfire risk, the cyclone risk, the age of the property, the cost to rebuild, the claims history in the area, and the insurer's view of future events. That is why two similar homes in different locations can have very different insurance premiums. Insurance pricing is local. Risk is local. And in Australia, geography matters. Now let's look at car insurance. Many people ask the same question. Why is car insurance going up when I have not crashed? Again, the answer is the wider system. Modern cars are more expensive to repair than older cars. They often include sensors, cameras, computer systems, safety technology, imported parts, and specialized components. A small accident can now involve more than panel beating. It may involve recalibrating cameras, replacing sensors, repairing electronics, ordering parts from overseas, using specialized labor, and waiting longer for supply chains. That increases claim costs. And if claim costs rise across the market, premiums can rise too. Car insurance also reflects theft risk, accident frequency, repair inflation, spare parts availability, labor costs, and insurer pricing models. So even if your own driving record is clean, the broader cost of repairing and replacing vehicles can still affect premiums. That is the key system point. Insurance pricing is not just about whether you are a careful person. It is about the expected cost of future claims. Now let's look at private health insurance. Health insurance follows a similar logic, but the claim costs are different. Instead of car repairs or home rebuilding, the main issue is healthcare costs. Hospital costs, specialist costs, medical technology, treatment costs, claims frequency, aging population pressures, and the cost of providing health services. If health funds expect claims to become more expensive, premiums may need to rise to fund those claims. This is why private health insurance increases can feel like another cost of living pressure. The policy may look similar, but the expected cost behind the policy can change. Again, the system is not just looking backwards. It is looking forward. What are future claims expected to cost? How many people are likely to claim? What will hospitals, treatments and services cost? That is what premium pricing tries to estimate. Now let's bring this back to household cash flow. Insurance is different from many other bills because it protects against events that may never happen to you. A car accident, a house fire, a flood, a major storm, a health event, a legal liability, a break-in. You are paying for protection against uncertainty. But the premium itself is very certain. It arrives every month, or every year. And when premiums rise, they become another fixed commitment. This is where insurance connects to the cost of living pressure many Australians feel. Mortgage repayments may rise. Rent may rise. Groceries may rise. Utilities may rise. Fuel may rise. And then insurance renewals rise too. Each one may be explainable on its own, but together, they reduce breathing space. Insurance protects against risk. But the cost of insurance can also create cash flow pressure. That is the tension. People need protection from large financial shocks. But the price of that protection is becoming harder to absorb. This is why insurance affordability has become such a big issue. If premiums rise too much, some households may reduce cover, increase excesses, shop around, or in some cases go uninsured. That creates another risk. Because if a major event happens without adequate cover, the financial damage can be much larger. So insurance has a difficult role in the financial system. It spreads risk, but it also prices risk. And when the price of risk rises, households feel it. Now let's explain why premiums can rise even when nothing has changed personally. Imagine a simple insurance pool with 10,000 households. Everyone pays premiums into the pool. The insurer expects a certain number of claims each year. But then rebuilding costs increase. Severe weather creates more claims. Labor costs increase. Reinsurance becomes more expensive. And the average claim becomes larger. Even if most households made no claim, the pool has become more expensive to run. So the insurer may increase premiums across parts of the pool. That is the basic logic. Insurance is not only personal, it is collective. Your price can be affected by risks and costs across the group. This is why insurance can feel disconnected from your own behavior. You did not crash. You did not flood. You did not make a claim. But the risk pool changed. And the price changed with it. Another important factor is inflation. Inflation does not only affect groceries and petrol. It affects repairs, replacement costs, building materials, medical services, legal costs, car parts, accommodation after a home claim, temporary transport after a car claim. When the cost of fixing damage rises, the cost of insurance can rise too. This is why insurance is part of the inflation story. It is not separate from the economy. It sits inside it. If everything insurers need to pay for becomes more expensive, premiums can reflect that. Now, not all premium increases are the same. Some increases may come from general inflation. Some may come from personal risk factors. Some may come from postcode risk. Some may come from changed insurer pricing. Some may come from fewer discounts. Some may come from more expensive reinsurance. Some may come from a higher risk assessment of the property, vehicle, person, or region. That is why insurance renewals can be confusing. The price goes up, but the reason is not always obvious. And the reason may not be just one thing. It may be many small pressures combined. This is where consumers often feel powerless. They see the premium, but they do not see the pricing model behind it. They see the renewal, but they do not see the claim cost data. They see the bill, but they do not see the risk pool. That is why understanding the system matters. Insurance is not simply a company charging more because it can. There are competitive pressures, regulatory rules, claim costs, capital requirements, risk models, reinsurance markets, and customer behavior all interacting. That does not mean every price rise feels fair. It means the system has moving parts. So what should Australians understand? First, insurance is the price of transferring risk. Second, that price depends on expected future claims. Third, claim costs are rising in many areas. Fourth, location and risk exposure matter. Fifth, premiums can rise even if you personally made no claim. And sixth, insurance is now a major part of household cash flow pressure. This is why insurance belongs in the same conversation as mortgages, rent, tax, fuel, groceries, and utilities. It is another system that affects household financial flexibility. For many people, the issue is not one bill. It is the combined pressure of many bills. Insurance is one of those bills that can quietly increase in the background until the renewal arrives. And then suddenly, the household budget has less room. The bigger lesson is this. Insurance costs are rising because risk is becoming more expensive to price, repair, rebuild, replace, and protect against. That is the system behind the premium. Not every increase will be explained perfectly. Not every household will be affected equally. But the direction is clear. When claims become more frequent or more expensive, when rebuilding and repair costs rise, when healthcare costs rise, and when reinsurance costs rise, premiums can rise too. Insurance is not just a product. It is a risk pricing system. And in Australia, that system is under pressure. If this helped you understand insurance more clearly, subscribe to Finance Systems Explained Australia. This channel explains Australian finance systems for education only, not personal financial advice.